الحمد لله والصلاة والسلام الأتمان الأكملان على المبعوث رحمة للعالمين محمد بن عبد الله صلوات ربي وسلامه عليه وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين وبعد السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. O blessed students, I welcome each and every one of us to this awesome gathering. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for beneficial knowledge and understanding. Amen. This another week. Now, another week with Sarf. As-Sarful Arabi. Here we'll be talking of Al-Isti'dadu lil-Rihla. Al-Isti'dadu lil-Rihlati. Preparation for journey. Preparation for the journey. It means here you shall be embarking on a journey. Are you ready? Is your luggage intact for the journey? So let us go. Now, as you are aware that the author, he does start his class or his new chapter, each chapter with Al-Kalimatul Jadida, the new vocabularies. So here, the first one is Banat. Banat. And Banat is a plural form of bint. Bint is what? A daughter or a female person. I get him, that's a small girl. Banat, that's the plural form, daughters. Thiyab is also a jam, a plural of thawb, and thiyab means clothes. Qa'ada, qa'ada, bimana jalasa, that is he sat. Yaq'udu, he is sitting or he shall be sitting. The first one here, qa'ada, is fi'lu madhi, wa yaq'udu is fi'lun mudari'. That is past and the present tense or the continuous tense. Now, al-mustalahatu al-jadida. As you know that this is as-sarfu, that means we'll be talking of jargon, terminologies. So here we have al-mustalahatu al-jadida, new words, terminologies. As far as this field of knowledge is concerned, whenever we see any of these things that is coming up now, we know that no, this is not ordinary usage. It has to do with what? Terminology. It has to do with a particular field of knowledge. So we have aliful muthanna. Here we are going to write out some things. Aliful muthanna. Aliful muthanna means alif that has to do with dual. Al muthanna is what refers to what? Dual. And you know the meaning of dual, that is two things involving two. Aliful muthanna. For example, to get a brief or a simple, what's it called? To get the simple idea of what al-muthanna is in Arabic, as far as as-sarf is concerned, or as far as Arabic language is concerned in general term. Al-muthanna, for example, we have, and you know, muthanna we have to do with what? With a noun. Good. We have, for example, okay, let me use column. And you know what qalamun means? Qalamun. Good. Qalamun means, you say what? A pen. That's good. Qalamun. A pen. And you know, I already told you that muthanna has to do with what? Two things. Good. That means you have two pens here. We have qalamun. Instead of saying qalamun wa qalamun, instead of using that word to join it. So resulting to muthanna is going to what? Eliminate, or is going to cause us not to use what? The conjunction and. That word will not be used. So we have qalamun and qalamun coming together. That's what? Two pens. Good. So we say qalamani. Introducing that alif and nun to the end of the singular form is called what? Muthanna. Qalamani. And sometimes we may add what? Ya and nun, and it comes as qalamaini. When are you going to use the two? As time goes on, you are going to get to know that. But the basics is saying qalamani. That's the basis. Adding alif and nun to the end of the singular form of the particular noun that is involved. Qalamani. That's 2 pens. Good. This alif that is there before the noun is what is called aliful muthanna. Alifu al muthanna. So that is as far as now is concerned. But the aliful muthanna in particular has to do with what? The verb. The verb of that particular noun. Look at, for example, you have understood what muthanna is. You have added alif and nun to the end of the word to mean muthanna. Good. But the aliful muthanna that the author is really referring to is that alif that joins with a verb. Are you getting me? For example, you say zahaba, zahaba, zahaba. That's he went. Good. Now 2 people went. Are you getting me? 2 people. So you say zahaba. Look at, this is the real aliful muthanna. Are you getting me? This is the real, this alif that is attached to what? Zahaba. That's what? That is the aliful muthanna. Are you getting me? And in some books it is called aliful ithnaini. Are you getting me? Alif has to do with 2 people. Because the author had used aliful muthanna, that's why I started with what? Explaining what muthanna is. Saying the alif there. Are you getting? That is it. But Adibin has said aliful ithnaini, so we come to this zahaba. Are you getting that? 2 people went. And aliful muthanna to us is applicable to that. Atta'u as-sakinatu. Atta'u as-sakinatu. Atta'u as-sakina is the ta that is having sukun. But what does that mean? It has to do with a verb too. Look at, for example, the ta that indicates that the performer of a particular action is a female, is the feminine gender. It is called atta'u as-sakina. For example, she went. It's going to be zahabat. Zahabat. Unlike zahaba, which means he went. But as for the female gender, it's going to be zahabat. Zahabat. She went. This ta that's having sukun that's the atta'u as-sakinatu that the author is referring to here. Why the aliful muthanna is the words zahaba, the alif that is there. Hope you are getting that. So we say this one is 1, this is 2. Good. That's atta'u as-sakinatu. Good. Now we are going to al-jamu. Al-jamu. Al-jamu means plural. Plural. You have heard me saying al-jamu. The next thing is ad-dama'ir. Ad-dama'ir. Ad-dama'ir is the plural form of ad-damir, and ad-dama'ir means what? It means pronouns. Pronouns. Things that are used in place of what? Of nouns. That's pronouns. Good. Now the next thing we have here is ad-dama'ir al-muttasilatu. Ad-dama'ir al-muttasila. Ad-dama'ir al-muttasila, they are the attached pronouns. Again, they are the attached pronouns. They are dependent pronouns. Let me call them dependent pronouns. What do I mean by that word dependent? It means they cannot stay on their own except by attaching themselves, finding their way to what? To the verbs. That is, they must join with what? With verb before they can be what? They can be okay. That's why I call them what? Dependent. Dependent pronouns. But if you are to say the meaning of ad-dama'ir al-muttasila literally, it means pronouns that are what? They are attached pronouns. Are you getting me? Associative pronouns. They associate themselves with what? With verbs. They're always joining with them. I get him. They are like pets to verbs. Ad-dama'ir al-muttasila. Like, as we have it in dhahabat. Look at this. This star is also damir muttasil. I get me. Finding its way to zahaba, to that verb. That's a good example of what? Ad-dama'ir al-muttasila. Ad-damir. Can you see? Ad-damir. That's the singular form of ad-dama'ir. Damir is what? Pronoun. Al-ghaib. That's the next thing there. Al-ghaib. And al-ghaib, basically or literally, it means what? The one who is absent. But here, since we are talking about what's terminology, we are talking of a jargon. Al-ghaib here means the third person. The third person. Third person pronoun. Let us put pronoun to make it known. Third person, as far as pronoun is concerned, that's al-ghaib. Are you getting me? Since it is al-ghaib, it has to do with what? The male alone. The male gender, al-ghaib. But if it is al-ghaiba, it's going to talk of the what? Of the female. And here, a good example of the third person, as far as English language is concerned, we have he, we have she, and we have what? It, it. But here, because we had said it is what? For the male gender, so we are going to pick he. That's what? Al-ghaib. Al-fa'il. Al-fa'il. That's the next thing we have here. Al-fa'il. And al-fa'il means what? The subject. The performer of a particular action. Or the one whose action. Are you getting me? The person whom an action is referred to or has been directed to. That's called al-fa'il. The person whom an action has been directed to, I get him, is called what? Al-fa'il, the performer of an action. That's the subject. Al-mu'annath, that's the next thing here. Al-mu'annath. Al-mu'annath is the what? The feminine gender. Al-mu'annath. Al-mu'annath. Don't confuse it with al-muthanna. Al-mu'annath is don't confuse it with al-muthanna. But this now is al-mu'annath, the feminine what? Gender. Good. Al-mudhakkar, that's the masculine gender. Al-mudhakkar, masculine gender. Good. Al-mudhakkar. Then we have al-muthanna. You already know that. That's dual. Dual. Mufrad. It means what? Singular. Singular. You have heard me saying mufrad. Singular. Nunun niswa. Nunu and niswa. Nunu niswa means the words, the feminine nun. The feminine words. Nun. But as far as Sarf is concerned, the nunun niswa is that nun that indicates that the action that was performed has to do what? With many females. Are you getting me? Àwọn ìyá, àwọn lọ ṣe tọ́pọ̀. No niswa. And this, you are going to find it in what? In the passage as we move on. But a good example of that is, let us use that zahaba. We say the abena without mad. The abena. This nun is called what? Nunun niswa. It's showing that what? A group of females are the one that are what? They are in charge of a particular action. They are the one that have done it. That are carry out the action. Wawul jama'a. Wawul jama'a. The wawul jama'a, the waw of the what? Of the male groups. That is telling us that the subject of that particular action are who? They are what? Group of males. That's wawul jama'a. For example, we say dhahabu. Dhahabu. Many males have what? They have gone. Dhahabu. This waw is called wawu al-jama'a. Mustatir is the last thing we have there. Mustatir literally means something that is what? Hidden, concealed, not what? Not obvious. Mustatir. But since we are talking of terminology, mustatir here means those verbs that are not visible, they are like what? They are like pregnancy inside the female gender. Are you getting? They are like pregnancy. Only that we are going to feel that this action, the subject is what has been inscribed into the what? Into the verb. Like just saying dhahaba. Since star is not attached, we know that he went. Where is the he? Is inside. Are you getting? That's mustatir. Mustatir. That means in this zahaba, huwa is what? Zahaba is having the pregnancy of e. Are you getting me? Zahaba. When we say zahabat, it means what? This one too is having pregnancy of what? Of she. Those pregnancies are known as what? Mustatir. They are hidden pronouns. Are you getting it now? So I hope with this analysis we have come to the end of the al-mustalahatu al-jadida. Now let us go back to the passage. Ahabba al-abu an ya'khudha usratahu fi rihlatin ila kharijil madinah. استعد الجميع للسفر وقبل أن تسير السيارة بالأسرة قال الأب يا خالد أين وضعت الصابون؟ خالد وضعت الصابون في هذا الصندوق. الأب وأين ذهب أحمد وعبد الله ومحمد؟ خالد ذهبوا إلى السوق لشراء الخبز. الأب يا آمنة هل أخذت ثيابا أخرى للبنات؟ آمنة نعم يا أبي. الأب وأين وضعتن طعام الرحلة؟ الأم وضعنا الطعام في الصندوق ولكن أين بناتي الصغيرات؟ الأب قعدنا في السيارة. الأم وسعاد هل ركبت معهن؟ الأب سعاد ونائلة خرجتا الآن من بوابة المنزل نحو السيارة. الأم الحمد لله أحمد وعبد الله وصلا وخلفهما محمد. Al-Um, wamahu, wama huwa, because I'm stopping on it. I said, wamahu, amina, sunduku ta'am, ya ummi. Like we have omitted the page. Now, alhamdulillah, I'm able to get it. Al-Ab, wasaltuma fil waqtil munasib. وبعد أن ركب الجميع في السيارة خالد هل تركتم شيئا في المنزل؟ الأم لا ما تركنا شيئا. آمنة تركنا شيئا واحدا. الأم وما هو؟ آمنة صندوق الطعام يا أمي يضحكون جميعا. نعم, let us go back. Now, Ahabba, before we fire on, don't forget the topic. Al-istindadu li-rihla. Preparation what? For the journey. So now, Ahabba al-ab. The father loved that what? And ya'khudha usratahu, that he take along with him his family. Fi rihlatin, in a journey, to a journey. Ila kharij al-madina, outside the what? The city. That is the father intended. He loves that what is going to take his family out. And you know that maybe they are going for a picnic, they are going out of the city. You know what that means. Everybody will be happy. Ista'adda al-jami'u lis-safar. All of the what? Of the family, that's all of them. They prepared for the what? For the journey. Wa qabla an tasira as-sayyaratu bil-usrati. Qala al-ab. And before the car took off, are you getting me? Before the car, we take them for the journey, the family. Qala al-ab, the father said, Ya Khalid, oh Khalid, aina wada'ta as-sabun, where have you placed the soap? Khalid said, wada'tu as-sabuna fi hadha as-sunduq, I dropped or I placed the soap in this box. Sunduk is box. B-O-X. Now, Al-Ab. وَأَيْنَ ذَهَبَ أَحْمَدُ وَعَبَدُ اللَّهِ وَمُحَمَّدُ. Whereas Ahmad, Abdullah, and Muhammad, where have them been? Khalid, Zahabu, can you see? Zahabu ila suki. They went to the market. Lishira ila khubz, to buy bread. Al khubz. Al-Ab, Ya Aminatu, O Amina, Al-Akhosti thiyaban ukhra lil banat. Hope you picked other clothes. That is another clothes for the girls, for the daughters, for the girls. I guess like I explained, al-banat. Thiyaban ukhra. That is, hope you picked other clothes for them alongside the one on their words, on their body. I think that was what the father meant. Al-Amina said, Naam ya Abi, yes, oh my father. Al-Ab, wa aina wada'tunna ta'ama rihla. Where have you placed the food we are taking along in the journey? Are you getting for the journey? Where have you placed? Are you getting the father is asking what the female counterpart. Wa aina wada'tunna. Wada'na at-ta'ama fi sunduk walakin aina banati as-saghirat. She said, we placed the food in the box too. Walakin, but wait, aina banati as-saghirat. Can you see? Walakin, like someone is contemplating on something. Aina banati as-saghirat. Where are my what? Where are my little daughters? Al-Ab, qa'adna fi sayyarati. Qa'adna fi sayyarati. That's known as what? Niswa. That is, they are sitting in the what? Qa'adna fi sayyarati. They are seated already in the what? In the car. Qa'adna. They are seated in the car. Al-Um. Wa su'adu al-rakibat ma'hun an su'adu. Hope she had what? She had rode with them. That is in the car. Hope she is already inside. As she has stepped into rakibat. Al-Ab, Su'adu wa Na'ilatu kharajat al-an min bawabati al-manzil nahwa sayyara. The father said, as for Su'ad and Na'ila is the name of one of the daughters too. Su'ad and Na'ila, kharajata, both of them now. Kharajat al-an. Al-an means now. Kharajat al-an, both of them are just what? Came out. Min bawabati al-manzil, from the door of their house. Nahwa sayara, approaching the car. That is, I just left the house door, just came out of the building, aiming, approaching the car. Alhamdulillah, glory be to Allah. Ahmad wa Abdullah wa Salah. Ahmad and Abdullah had just arrived. Wa Salah, the alif there is alif with its name. Can you see? Wa khalfahuma Muhammad, and at the back of both of them is who? Muhammad. Muhammad is behind both. Al-Ab, wasaltuma fil waqti al-munasib. Both of you had what? You had arrived at the what? At the right time, at the appropriate time. Wa ba'da an rakiba al-jami'u fi sayyara. After all had what? Had settled in the car. Khalid asked, Al taraktum shay'an fil manzil? Do you left anything in the house? La. Ma tarakna shay'a, we left nothing. Ma tarakna shay'a, we didn't leave anything, as we left nothing. Amina, tarakna shay'an wahida. Amina said, we left a single thing. We left one thing behind. Wa ma huwa, what's that thing? Wa ma hu, what is it? Amina said, sunduku ta'ami ya ummi. We left the what? The food box. Look at something. When they are embarking on journey, they left the food. And she said, there's something, one thing. Is that not the whole thing? Or imagine you are going for a journey and you left the food. You left it. We left what? The food box, your lunch box. Ya ummi. Oh my mother, you know what that means? Yeah, it was a funny moment. All of them what they burst into laughter, laughing. Yeah, the hakuna jamian. They're all what? They are all laughing. Ah, this is funny. A whole food you left. So, and with that, we have come to the end of today's class. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to grant us mention understanding. Let us try to go to what you have learned today. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy for us. Now huwa al-qadir alayhi. Subhanakallahumma bihamdik. Ashhadu an la ilaha illa ant. Astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk.